Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This fella Martinez is the latest striking talent to emerge from Argentina. From deeper positions, draws comparisons with some of the very finest from his country. More of an auxiliary striker in my view, though. Wants the ball to feet, and he's better playing off the centre forward. So he's someone to watch.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Now it's Totti. Well-timed, excellent interception. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Great vision. Now it's De Bruyne. Batistuta. Gets a good foot in there. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Van Basten was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Batistuta. Both sides exercising caution for now. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Van Basten. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Barella. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Van Basten.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Barella. It says. Now it's Ribery. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Looking to play him in. Oh, no joy this time. Davids. Ribery. Now it's Ribery. And he's managed to get free. And Ribery! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Now it's Batistuta. And he is deftly away. De Bruyne. He can run onto that. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. That has not gone well. Now it's Totti. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's another chance. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, it's probably good to take something very special to beat him today.
Oh, that's a key interception. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
15 minutes till half-time. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Now it's Van Basten. He's in a great position here. Barella. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Van Basten. Tries to play it through. And it's DiMarco.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Locatelli. Either side giving way, it has been tight. Now it's Martinez. Barella, he has found the way. Barella! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And we have our very first corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And it's ended up in no man's land. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's played through for him. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Totti. Van Basten. Good read, needed to be. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now,
and another try! He's delivered all right!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Inter Milan unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back. And the shot! Oh, it's gone in! Inter are back in business. Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Threads one in. Locatelli kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's in on goal. And Martinez! De Bruyne. Totti. Now it's Batistuta. And this is Van Basten. Can he get it through? Can he finish? They've scored!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
It's a quick one, and it's DiMarco. Now it's De Bruyne. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Knocks it into space. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's chance! It's bounced back off the post. It's a goal! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The
big chance! Totti.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's gone forward. Locatelli gets a foot in here. Akanji kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pass is just off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
And a chance! Oh, Waters, in he goes again! And that's in! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Inter Milan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Totti.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Inter really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Into the last quarter of an hour.
Inter really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And the shot! Oh, he's done it! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 8. Numero 7.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Il numero 4.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, now they've saved themselves.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. An exchange of stares, and here we go. And he does it with ice in his veins.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
Van Basten being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Signore e signori, benvenuti allo stadio.
Heady ambitions here ahead of a game of massive consequence. The objectives are clear. To miss out on them would be unthinkable. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. We are just getting started. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, there's a player below Peter who loves the high intensity, and it's Lautaro Martinez. His very direct style, as well as the ability to change rhythm, I think he would go down well in a lot of other teams. But the way he likes to press in the final third, it's something that's often overlooked, something that contributes to that directness. He puts a big shift in.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. He's got away. Oh, important interception. Forward it goes. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Zielinski. Knocks it into space. Zanetti gets into a good position. Serginho, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Zielinski gets across to intercept that. And it's Baggio, and he stands tall, impenetrable. Well, that is one way to stop him. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Inter Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Serginho gets over and intercepts. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Filippo, can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Ribery. And this is Van Basten. Now it's Zielinski. Serginho. Zielinski receives it in a good position here. And they've got rid. Ribery. Oh, well played, well played. Inter Milan have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Ribery. Now it's Van Basten. And here's Baggio. The referee's awarded a free kick. Roberto Baggio. Stones. And here's Zielinski. Very nicely done. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played. Oh, easy pickings there. He'll try from distance. And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
And here's Van Basten. And here's Barella. Zielinski.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And it's Ribery. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. Good pressure, determined, intense. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Passes short and sharp. He's in a great position here. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh no, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And here's Baggio. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Inter Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Zielinski. Zanetti. Looking for a runner. Zielinski. Oh no, what has happened here? It's a nicely shaped ball. Zielinski has the space to scheme. Chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Serginho picks it up from the goal kick. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's just been exhilarating, Peter, and leaving everyone wishing for a little bit more, but you'll have one manager now trying to exercise more control, so we can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion.
Inter Milan leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling. Inter Milan currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Zanetti. Clipped into space. Zielinski looking sharp there.
That was a great ball that looked right on the money. Trying to get behind the defence is something that can work well here.
Now it's Zielinski. Serginho.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Stones calmly anticipates. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there. Just about within shooting range. And he's had it nicked away. Martinez. He's had it taken off him. Oh, this looks sharp. Inzaghi is herring after that one. And this is Van Basten. Shapes to shoot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that's it. That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We are just getting started.
Udinese really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Ribery. And the finish! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Indonesia make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Indonesia leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. Played out towards the right wing. Plays the return pass. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Ah, that's a fine interception. Ribery aims beyond the defence. And there's green grass ahead. It's Van Basten! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Cabasele. That is ended up in no man's land. Shot, and the shot! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So that's... He's having a shot! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, it's a super give and go. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's
He has found the way through. Zielinski. Can he get it through? Oh, it's Van Basten. Great challenge, time to perfection. Indonesia have hit a quick-fire double here. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. Played in. Getting up there! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Now it's Zaniolo. It's a searching pass. Zielinski. Barella. Zielinski. No, he wasn't going to let him past.
have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Zielinski. Zielinski! Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Rafael Leao. He's found a way through. He's going for goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Rafael Leao really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
Kabasele. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And it's Amadou Onana. Oh, he's having a go! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Eziboué. Foot in. Now it's Van Basten. And the through ball.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
Rafael Leao! It's loose, and there's a race for the... Oh, what has happened here? Lovely feet. And it's back. Shot, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And there's a goal. Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man... And that is all they have time for. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Indonesia have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. It's a pretty loose pass. Zielinski.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, well played. Ezibue. That ball looks a good one. Defending was strong and firm. And this is Van Basten. There's the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Tunisia are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. It's Van Basten! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Indonesia really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Barella goes short. Udinese are looking to go forward now. Now it's Rafael Leao. Davis, spread to the right. Van Basten under intense pressure.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. What a throw in. Serginho. Ribery. Now, can they get him away? Onana tries to pass it through. He's found a way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Zaniolo. Threads one in. This looks promising. Looking for the run. Flings it across. That's really well cleared.
Indonesia are totally done.
Shapes to shoot! And that's a good finish. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. He's shifting through the gears here. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Substitution for Udinese.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Number 4.
Van Basten! It's bounced back off the post.
Substitution for Udinese. Number 32.
Udinese have opted to make another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become...
Zielinski! And it's Ribery. Ribery running with intent. He's got away. And Ribery! And yes, it's It hurts. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
He's picked his way through. Ribery! Oh, good finish. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
And he'll shoot here! And the counter is on. Now it's Ribery. Now it's Rafael Leao. Shot a goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Substitution for Indonesia, number 4, Frank Ribery. Number 9,
Lamana.
Marco van Basten.
And he can clear it away.
Number 20, Rafael Leao. Number 7, Piotr Zielinski. Number
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
Number 14,
That's destined for the flank. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Tura.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That is a great pick out. And a chance! It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Lovely pass, but can he get... And a shot! Oh, terrific save. They've played it short. That's at the end. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. And that has been slung wide.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Baturina. Oh, well played, well played.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And this is Lukaku. Good chance here. Terrific effort, just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Nicolo Barella is by all accounts a jack of all trades. I think that's a very good way of describing how this player operates, because he's growing into one of Italy's most important midfielders, and he always has a say in what's going on, and he looks like captain material for the future. I think this guy has a lovely presence about him.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Ribery wins the duel this time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Van Basten. Ramon proves too strong. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Not the most accurate pass. Knocks it into space. Onana. Oh, it's Van Basten. That's destined for the flank. Swings in across. That is a brilliant interception. Barella ventures forward. Threads one in. Oh, that's... Oh, shooting chance! There it is! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Shot a goal! And that would have been some goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! They are purring, truly purring. Indonesia are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
He has found a way through. That's a good ball. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And that's a good finish. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Barella. Here's Onana. And it's Lukaku. And here's Van Basten. He's having a hit! Van Basten! What a goal! What a player! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those people.
And the shot! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Indonesia, palpably stronger, better, superior.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
But that has not gone well. Onana. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Lukaku. Lukaku gets on his bike and on the move. Baturina. Kempf. Baturina. Played out to the left flank. Tries to play it through. And the referee says that is that for the first half.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
Indonesia leading by 3, and normally that would do, and some. But this feels like no ordinary game. And we are back underway. Turns back here, probably the best option. This is a promising build-up. He's got away. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now that's well seen too. Baturina. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to...
Zielinski! Marvellous from Zielinski! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Just cruising! They are cruising! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, what a big chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Driving forward. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Lukaku looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 29.514 spettatori.
Baturina. And it's Amadou Onana. Now it's Lukaku. Tries one from range. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he can thump it away.
Lukaku clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
It's Lukaku! That is wonderful from Lukaku! He's got himself an absolute peach. And he is just ripping it up.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11.
Como choosing to make the first change.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack. Just change the rhythm up front.
Indonesia are having a ball here. Serginho Zielinski, and he's managed to get from Zielinski! Baturina, spread out to the left. And that is out of play. Onana. Danilo. Serginho making good progress. Oh, super find. He's having a shot! And a neat finish. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 38.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Ribery. Great vision. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, strongly challenged there. That has ended up in no man's land. Over to the right flank. Koto in acres of space out wide. Barella. Zielinski. And this is Van Basten.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Ribery. There he goes, motoring forward. It's Van Basten! And that's a tidy finish. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Numero 9.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Onana. Nice control. He's going for goal! The pass has gone astray. Showing good feet. And the finish! And that's a sharp finish. And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Kempf. Ramon. Now Baturina. That's good running with the ball. And it's Ribery. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shapes to... It's bounced back off the post. This looks promising. Great shot! And it's come back out to him. And that's in. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Akanji concedes a free kick for that, and that's going to be a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
That's the end. Indonesia really have hit the heights, a tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key.